What's up, people? I'm back today. Like a gangster. But yeah, welcome to another episode. I'm so happy to have you guys here, and it's such a privilege, it's such an honor to have your distinguished attention. Does that even make sense? You shall get it. I rate you like mad, and I rate your attention. Today, I'm just going to be talking about things that I wish the adult in my life prepped me with as a child, so that I'm not going to come into this adulthood unprepared, because I feel like I am underprepared for adulthood. They knew what they were facing, they knew what they were going through. They pretended like I don't even know. But the major thing that they did not tell me. Number one thing I wish they told me is that I am going to pay for everything. See, when I was a child, you do not have any worries in this world. Like, you go to school, mommy, I want to say we should bring aunt tomorrow. I don't want to care how my mom wants to get the money for the aunt, or my daddy, how they want to source for it. My own Isha, when I wake up tomorrow morning, I must see aunt to take to school. But they should have just cut me down and told me that, okay. But then I'm just thinking to myself, if they had told me, would I understand? I most likely wouldn't. But even though, they should have still told me that I'm going to be paying for everything, because why do I have to pay for my hair, pay for data? You want to transport yourself, pay for Uber. And I'm wondering, I'm just working to survive. I'm just working. Why do I have to pay bills with the money that I earn? Why do I always have to do that? Why can't somebody come to rescue me? But nobody's coming to rescue you as an adult. You face it alone. They should have told me that. Second thing I wish they told me is that it might seem as though they all have it figured out, but I promise you, most adults do not have it figured out. All of them, most of them, don't not generalize. Most of them are just doing it as it goes. They are figuring it out as it goes. They are figuring life out one day at a time. You would think that, they have their finances on lock, parenting on lock, marriage on lock, spiritual life on lock, everything on lock. It's a lie. They didn't have it on lock. But at the time, it felt like they were doing great. They knew what they were doing. Alas, I realized that this adulting thing, most of us, we don't know what we're doing. We're just taking each day as it comes. We don't know the full print. We don't know like the whole 360. We're just taking every day as it comes and just winging it. And hoping that one day all our jama will finally jama one place, you get. So it sort of also helps me as a person to extend grace to my parents, knowing that this is their first time of parenting and they're just figuring it out too. As the way I'm also figuring out a lot of things as a child, being a child, they are also figuring out the whole parenting thing and everything that it requires. So give grace to an adult today. And if you're a child watching this, give grace to an adult today. The third thing is sleep is a luxury. See, when I was younger, I didn't like to sleep in the afternoon. If I sleep in the afternoon, it's most likely if I'm sick. And my illness past one day. Right? But now I understand that all those times that they used to chase me, go and sleep, go and sleep. No, I don't want to sleep. No, I don't want to sleep. Now, nobody chase me to sleep. Every opportunity that I see to sleep, I grab it like this. I hold it with my full chest. First, they should have told me that this girl, please sleep this sleep now. So that you would have had a bank. I don't know if it's possible to even have a bank or sleep that you can bank on. But at least they should have encouraged me more to sleep. If I had probably slept enough as a child, maybe I will not regret not sleeping enough now. But then they should have just given me the memo and say, sleep well. It is a luxury, right? When you go older, you wish you had more time to sleep. Well, it depends on what you do, but then again, you wish you had more time to sleep. The fourth thing I wish they told me earlier. So if you don't learn how to manage your finances well, if you don't learn how to maximize opportunities, if you don't learn how to make the right decision and optimize or utilize opportunities, Nobody will come and save you. You would live to face the consequences of your decision. So it is in your best interest to ensure that you do your best, right? And you know that you are responsible for everything you do or didn't do, because no miracle, nobody, they didn't tell me that. They didn't tell me that. So if not, like they did tell me, they should have told me that. She came when you get to this certain age, oh, Yoruba will say that alagemo be more. The remaining one is in Agemo's hand, right? So like your parents have done their own. So now it is now your responsibility to take responsibility for yourself. Your parents will not come and make decision for you. You have the ball in your court to make the best decision and to make the best choices for your life. Number five is that relationships takes work. I mean, as a child, I remember vividly how we're going to take sand inside Gino tin, the tin, all those things, make sand food. See, there was even no deep conversation. We didn't have to have deep conversation. My best friend is chosen based on the person that you play with the most, the person that you don't fight that often, on top sand food. Fair. Life was just easy. It was easy to make friendships. There were no deep something to making a relationship work. But then realizing how that friendship takes effort, it takes a lot of intentionality. All the free time that you think you had making sand or cooking rice inside pangolo, you will not always have it, or rolling tires on the street or doing suwe. You will not always have that luxury of time. And so it is now in your best interest to maximize the relationship that you have with intentionality, with effort, with grace, a lot of grace, so a lot of grace, and with growth, with a growth mindset, with someone that is on a journey to being better and on a journey to become the better version of themselves. I think it should be number seven. And now I lost track of numbers. But you would have to learn a lot of things. See, as a child, you either love me the way I am or let me be. But as an adult, no. You will not just be loved the way you are. You have to refine yourself. You have to learn. You have to unlearn. You have to relearn. Everything shall work. You know that song that Rihanna sang? She sang it for adult. She sang it for adult, I promise you. You're going to have to work to unlearn a lot of things and learn a lot of things to be a better version of yourself. So people will not take you the way you are. And they didn't tell me that. They did tell me that she came here, the way you used to behave in the house is when people will not take it like that. I think my first shocker was when I got to uni. And that was the first time I lived with people outside of my parent house and had like roommates. My brothers and sisters, I realized, right? The way they do in my father's house is different from the way they do in the outside. So like you're not going to, you have to like unlearn a lot of things, and people will not just accept you the way you are. You have to put in intentionality, intentionality to unlearn a lot. I think the last thing I'm gonna say, something that I wish they told me as a child that they didn't tell me in preparation for adulthood, is adulthood can be lonely. I mean, it can feel like you're the only one left to figuring out your life, figuring out your faith, figuring out every single thing, right? And it's somehow because you not always have all your friends. You might even have friends and realize that none of the friends are in your city. So you must be intentional about building communities for yourself, because you cannot do life in isolation. You get. And something else I wish they told me is that, can calm down. All this worry that I wanted to worry to becoming an adult, necessary. It's not necessary, right? Because I just was waiting. Oh my god, I can't wait to be an adult. When I become an adult, I will go out, I will do makeup. I'm just going to, live the life. My people, I don't even like to go out, even now that I'm an adult. I want to just stay at home. Like, there was no point of the Orient, really. All the plans I had, I'm going to go out, way to go to parties. I don't like parties, I realize. I don't go out, I realize. I like to be at home, I realize. So like, why was I not shit? Why? So they should have just told me to calm down. There was no point. Maybe that would have helped me like enjoy it more than I did. But yeah, this is just a few things that I wish that they told me in preparation for becoming an adult. So right, these are I think 7 things or 8 things. I don't know how many now that I wish they had prepped me. This is just like a list. I wish they had prepped me, with when I was a child. Like they had informed me properly that, oh, she came this thing I want to venture into. These are the things. Right. So thank you. Thank you so much if you watched to the end, if you're here. Thank you. And I really hope that you enjoyed it and share your thought with me. What were the things you wish they informed you before you graduated to becoming, you know, before you entered this promotional adulthood that you did not ask for? So let me know in the comment section what things you wish they told you or which of these things can you relate to like I do. So I can't wait to see you in the next video. So do well to drop a comment for me, like, subscribe if you haven't, share to your friends and your enemies and your frenemies, whoever whoever they use. Whoever they are, share to them. And I cannot wait to see you in the next episode. Bye.